Hello and welcome to One North Maine, BCA's magazine show where we highlight the people, the places, and the events that make this city our city great. Today, we're on the campus of Brockton High School for another edition of Summerfest, the best event of the entire summer right here. Third Saturday in August, every year. Summerfest, all four cafeterias, there's music, there's food, and there's fun. Let's go inside and check out all of the action.
Did she make the shirts or did you?
We made them together. Chocolate. Gotta love it.
Hello and welcome to One North Maine.
Tell me more, tell me more. Tell me more, tell me more. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh.
Getting the shots there. All right, there we go.
Oh, thank you. That is cool.
You know that was quite an ordeal picking those colors. Don't be like him. Keep thinking. Keep thinking. So when I ask you, you're ready.
We're here with the famous LD, Lauren DiFilippo, the champion of Summerfest. What's different this year?
I don't know if anything's different so much other than everything's inside for the most part. We wanted everybody to stay cool because it's really humid out, and also to avoid any confusion if there is inclement weather. But we have a lot of new folks, a lot of new activities, but it's just going to be a great day of fun for everybody. And the planetarium is open again, so there are going to be shows every 30 minutes in there, so I hope everybody can check that out.
We're here in the newly renovated Brockton High School Planetarium. Shows every half an hour today at Summerfest. It's going to be out of this world.
We are going to be doing a really great show. We're going to do some solar system tour, some night sky, and we actually have a great video on light pollution, which is really an issue here in the city of Brockton as far as looking at the stars. So it's going to be great.
There's been some crazy things lately. NASA just launched something that is rocketing towards the sun. So Tell us a little bit about that and what you think we could learn from that.
Well, they just sent up a huge rocket with a new sensor, a new set of sensors that are going to be looking at the sun in terms of all the different spectra along infrared, X-ray, gamma rays, and the more we can study the energy of the sun, the better it's going to be in terms of predicting the space, what they call the space weather, which is energy that comes to us from the sun and can mess up our communications, just like this. And that's a very important thing. All of our cell phones, all of our satellite communications, television, etc., all rely, weather satellites, etc., are all affected by the sun in terms of what it gives off for harmful energy.
What is your favorite part of space?
Everything. I like galaxies. I think that studying deep space and looking back through time and understanding the origin of the universe and contemplating things like multiverses and things like that is really interesting stuff.
If you could travel to space, what would you be most excited for?
Actually, I did a project with my class on that. We imagined colonizing Mars and what that might look like in the future. And I think that that is going to be a great moment for humans when we actually do step foot on the red planet. We've certainly sent enough different probes and missions over the years, and they're working at a fevered pace to try and get us there by 2025, actually. So in our lifetime, we could see people touching down on another planet, which is 38 million miles from the sun. So it's pretty amazing.
A red and rocky landscape, similar to the surface of Mars. This is the Chilean Atacama Desert. Dry, lifeless, empty. But not everywhere. On a mountain 2,600 meters high, far away from city lights, ESO's very large telescope has the best view of the night sky anywhere on Earth. The telescopes encased in these gigantic domes are the most powerful and advanced ever built. They can see objects 4 billion times fainter than we can with the naked eye. And with them, we can delve further into the depths of our universe than ever before.
What is your favorite part of Summerfest? I mean, this is like your 6th or 7th one at this point.
Hanging out with all the guys.
Do I count as one of the guys?
You do.
Okay. Do you mean guys in like a,
It's a generic crowd term.
Okay.
Like, we got Mike the Postman Simmons. We got Jay.
Oh, Jay's here too?
Jay's here.
Nice.
We split off into 3 groups. Tell me what you think of the... So, that was my replacement and a volunteer.
I haven't seen them in action yet. I just saw them walking around, and I was just like, I don't know you, so I'm not going to say hi yet.
So we have a bold strategy this year. We split off into 3 different teams, and we're making 3 different shows out of it.
That's awesome. Are they each going to have a different focus? Like, one's going to be music, one's going to be food, one's going to be, like, what's the
It's
plan?
who can make the best overall show.
Oh.
All right, we'll start with Mr. President. Mr. President, it's an honor to be here. This is where it all started a couple of years ago for the Alumni Association.
Yes. The Alumni Association started formally in 2002, and we're just expanding now, looking forward to the year 2020, which will be the 150th anniversary of Brockton High School. So we are restructuring the entire Alumni Association, looking for volunteers. We've got more than 60,000 graduates spread throughout all 50 states. And we're reaching out to everybody, giving them ways to get involved. We've been doing focus groups, conducting surveys, and we're hearing from Brockton High grads who want to give back. They want to give back their time. They want to be able to help today's students as volunteers, as donors, and it's getting very exciting.
All right, so 60,000, that's a lot of names to put together, and I keep hearing about this database. So tell me about the database.
The database is how we're going to be able to reach out to everybody. We want to be able to collect everyone's email addresses so we can communicate with them. We have a monthly newsletter, and we're also trying to segment our ways of reaching out to people by their clubs, their activities, their teams that they were on, to work on that affinity that Brockton High grads have to the high school.
All right, how do you join the database? How do you get on the email list for boxer briefs?
Okay.
And how do you sign up?
Probably the easiest way would be going to our website, which is www.bpsma.org/alumni, or call the alumni office at 508-894-4563. You can find us on Facebook. There is a Brockton High School Alumni Association Facebook group. We also have groups that you can connect on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. We're trying to reach out to everybody.
All right, the big event last year was homecoming at a football game.
In 147 years, this was the first time there was a homecoming at Brockton High School. Unbelievable. We're trying to create instant traditions like that. We're starting a new instant tradition called First Thursdays, where on the first Thursday of every month, Brockton High School graduates will be able to network at local restaurants and pubs and bars. Mark your calendar, the first Thursday of every month. The next one will be September 6th at Nico's Bar and Grill in West Bridgewater. Free admission, we'll provide the snacks, you buy your own drinks. And it's a chance just for Brockton High grads to get together casually and start networking.
Is there homecoming this year?
There will be a homecoming. The homecoming game will be on Friday, October 19th.
Anything you want to add?
Please get involved. We know you're out there. Of the 60,000 graduates, 40,000 still live in Massachusetts. That is such a untapped resource for this school.
I have often walked down the street before, but the pavement always stayed beneath my feet before. All at once am I several stories high, knowing I'm on the street where you live. Are there lilac trees in the heart of town? Can you hear a lark in any other part of town? Does enchantment pour out of every door? No, it's just on the street where you live. And oh, the towering feeling just to know somehow you are near. The overpowering feeling that any second you may suddenly appear. People stop and stare, they don't bother me, for there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Let the time go by, I won't terrify, and be here on the street where you live, and be here on the street where you live, and be here on the street where you live.
Give us your top three that have had an impact on history, alumni of Brockton High.
Well, we back May 5th honored three graduates. Amy Corrin, who is the renowned pianist, nationally known. She was a 1972 graduate. Jan Singer, reverse that. Jan Shikansky Singer is a 1982 graduate of Brockton High School. She is the CEO of Victoria's Secret. And the third was a 2012 graduate.
2011.
2011.
2011, part of the greatest graduating class of all time.
Yours.
loafing bread like they breaking sticks. Recollecting the mix of the freshest figs. I put the test, but I really have to deeply dig. And getting close like a razor blade to your chin. Cue the mist, I'm about to wrap.
Who's hype? This is just the opener. Turn that up, bro.
But that ain't even on my mind.
It's a bit of waste of time getting caught up in the prime for a couple jokes ahead high. In my ties, it's my time to hop up on the beat, kid. It's really overdue, undercooked, now it's overdid, overspit. Like clouds over atmosphere. I bet you're scared, full of fear while you're shedding tears. Toughen up, cause the roller coaster's rough enough. Gripping on the bars like it's the only thing that soothes my gut. Coming up this rut like the groundhog did it with the months. Doing much, now I'm hungry for a bigger lunch. Put the mustard up, I condescend on the condiments. Often live like the stogie hanging off your lips. All the sense, making waves to the darkest pits. I'm rising to the light like a flower budding off the twigs. Common sense like addition of a dose and dose. 2 and 2 like I split it down the center coast. Call the post, go and tell them that you missed the message. I sent the letter, but it wasn't read in correct perception. Hey, thank you, bro.
If he ever comes back to stay, it's gonna be another brand new day. Walking with my baby down by the San Francisco Bay. Hey, hey. Sitting down looking through my back door, wondering which way to go. That man I'm crazy about, he don't want me no more. Think I'll take me a freight train, because I'm feeling so blue. Ride all the way to the end of the line, thinking only of you. Meanwhile in another city, just about to go insane. Seems like I heard my baby the way he used to call my name. If he ever comes back to stay, it's gonna be another brand new day. Walking with my baby down by the San Francisco Bay.
My name is Bill Hogan. I own the Downtown Brockton Museum, and part of our mission at the Downtown Brockton Museum is to be out into the community, like a more of an interactive museum than a location. We do have a location, of course, 138 Main Street. But one of the projects we're working on is bringing a living boxing museum, outdoor boxing museum to Brockton. And it would be somewhere near the Salisbury Park area. And it wouldn't be anything for admission. We would just have small plaques and displays of Brockton's rich Brockton Boxing Museum history. And the two anchors, of course, would be Marvin Hagler, the middleweight champion of the world, and Rocky Marciano. But others would be Tony Petronelli and Robbie Sims and some of the other boxers that weren't quite world champions, but were champions and champions of boxing in general. We would have the trainers such as Ali Colombo, who was Rocky Marciano's trainer. We would have Pitt Curran, Goody and Pat Petronelli, obviously Marvin Hagler's trainer. So it would be more than boxing. It would be all the people that have contributed to boxing throughout the area. It wouldn't be just Brockton. It would be Biddy Paz from Rhode Island, and it wouldn't be 80-foot statues and things like that, but little plaques with their boxing record and any history relevant to Brockton, of course, but it would just be a fun place. It wouldn't be a Smithsonian, but it would, I think it'll work very well in Brockton, and it's just another piece of the puzzle of bringing some tourism back to Brockton and contributing to the community.
Well, that just about wraps up another Summerfest in the books, another successful year. And that's it. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my Saturday, the rest of the weekend. Brockton High, you've done it again.